Welcome to this Tuesday's live. Time on the Water live. We got a special guest today. We got Ethan at Bum Fishing on Instagram. You guys know him best because he's always on that paddleboard, slaying big fish. But Ethan, man, thanks for coming on with us. We're stoked to pick your brain. We might end up buying paddleboards at the end of this episode. Who knows, right?
Yeah, dude.
Mine's already in the mail.
Mine just got delivered.
Thanks for coming on, man. It's gonna be a fun night. We got some people in the chat. Big shout outs to Tattooed Angler, Diego Robles, Solo, Chase, Steven. All right. So we like starting these lives talking about new things that are happening in the community. We got PCS coming out, right, Luke?
We do. I'm super stoked about PCS. I'm actually building some rods for PCS right now. I got this one in the rack behind me. Shoot, should I pull it out?
Pull it out.
Let me see.
Whip it out. Yeah.
Pull it out. And Ethan, you just got back from your trip, so we'll get into that. Really stoked for that. You guys probably saw that picture he just posted with that big fish. We'll talk about it later. Big old grouper.
Nope.
Are you going to be going to PCS?
I hope so, dude. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out one day. I've never been.
This is your chance.
Like fishing shows or nothing. So
this is your chance.
I don't have a lot of room in here, but Grant's making a couple bait slingers. I'm making a couple bait slinger heavy sticks. It's bait slingers and a Waterman's collab, so it's got the Harbor Master, the Waterman's logo, 100% made in the USA. And this is a heavy stick. This is a 25 to 50 pound rod. And this is for throwing, anything 6-inch and up. 3/4 ounce 6-inch baits is probably your low end on this. You could do fully loaded A-rigs.
Nice.
I'd throw trout on this. But yeah, it's a versatile. It's versatile in the sense where you can throw lots of big stuff with it. I'm assuming you can throw glide baits. I'm not really a glide bait guy, but I know you want a heavier stick like that to get them out there. It's got a glass tip, so it still has a little forgiveness. But yeah, we're gonna have a couple of those for PCS or for pre-order.
Tatted Angler say he still needs his finesse rod from Grant.
Did he say finesse rod or did he say
just finesse rod?
Finesse rod.
I really, that's funny. I thought he wanted a dock hopper.
Well, Daniel, what are you working on? Are you wait? What is Luke getting?
I don't know. While he's gone, I'm
letting the dog out of the room.
Oh,
all right. While he's gone, I'm going to talk. So there's a lot of big things happening. I just got some sample articles of clothing dropped off, which is awesome, which I'm excited for. I'm you two specifically, but I'm pretty sure half the population of the South Bay knows just how picky I am with shirts and designs and all that stuff. So it's cool to start the next process into, having merch. Also, it's really fun for me to just go buy new hoodies and sweatshirts and just t-shirts and be like, "Ooh, I like the way this feels." There's another layer of just getting into the nitty gritty. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. I'm going to be pretty much pouring for the most of this show. So I'm going to get back to it shortly, but I just wanted to, hop on and say hello and much love to you all.
So
Ethan,
let's talk glizzies. We're looking at glizzies in April. We don't have an exact date.
I thought we changed it.
Right, we changed it from May to April.
No, we originally had it for April.
From April to May, yeah.
From April to May.
Yeah, it's in May. We don't have an exact date just because it's kind of far out. But yeah, we needed a little more time between PCS and glizzies.
For sure. What about you, Ethan? What you got going on?
Chilling, man. Pretty beat right now. I just got back this morning. from Baja.
Nice.
Yeah, chilling.
You've been doing a lot of traveling lately, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of Baja trips. Every weekend recently. Going back on Thursday, dude.
Oh, really?
Dude,
Hey,
I'm pretty sure now, like, fishing calicos here is like a thing of the past, probably, huh?
Thing, dude. I'm hooked, bro. The cabria, it's hard to fish the calicos, but I'm gonna get back into it. I got to get back out there at PV, catch another
Nice.
bass.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong. You're in an area a little more untouched, where it's just easier to get to the fish.
Yeah, in PV or in.
No, and when you go into Mexico,
Oh
like
yeah,
it's not as overfished.
yeah. No, I mean, you go there, it's like, you cross the border, you drive 6 hours, and it's like you're fishing waters that are like those fish never seen a jerk bait. Like you just throw a jerk bait on the bank, you get bit most casts. Like it's not like here where it's like you're grinding for a bite. It's like you're gonna bit. The hard part is landing the fish, getting them out of the rocks.
Yeah,
Here,
I hear they've seen it. They're like, I know your tricks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how is? No, go for it, Luke.
You got a trip coming up to Florida? Is that true?
I don't know. Yeah, hopefully soon.
Maybe.
I want to go to Florida in March, but dude, I'm so stoked on Baja. I almost don't even want to go.
Yeah, you're like, let's just put that money down south.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have the van, so I definitely want to do a big road trip in the van. But yeah, right now just every weekend we've been going to Baja. Like the homie hit me up today and he's like, "Yo, let's go end of March." I was like, "I'm supposed to go on my trip, but I want to go to Baja."
I hear that.
Yeah.
I got to see your van. A pretty cool setup.
Yep. Just a Chevy Express, threw a bed in the back. It's nice.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
Take a drive anytime you want, huh?
Yep. Go wherever, and I can just crash in the van and wake up, fish. Wake up right on the water, fish, and surf. It's nice.
Dope.
So you take a board down there with you too?
To Baja?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the board. Oh no surfboards. So we're on the Sea of Cortez side.
Oh yeah. So
not
there's
really any
not
waves.
really waves. Yeah.
Although one time we went there and it was blowing like 40 knots, and there was like a fire left-hand point break just in the wind. But no, it's normally flat, so we don't bring boards. We just bring the paddle boards and just fish. It's just a pretty strictly fishing trip.
So you didn't want to hit that left on your paddleboard?
Dude, I was thinking about it, but it was windy. We pulled up, it was like the strongest wind I've ever felt. And we're trying to set up camp.
Yeah.
We had to set up our tent in the wind. We felt the biggest gust of wind like I've ever felt. Just ripped the tent out of our hands. It went like 100 yards down the beach.
Really?
So, Luke, is that where you've been trying to go?
Yeah. That's what it was. It was 40-mile-an-hour winds. That's why they
because of the wind, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, we can't take the boat off the dock in those winds.
Yeah, that's Baja for you. Just you're at mercy. The wind.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I got a good feeling this year's my year.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hop in Ethan's van and head down there.
I'm ready to go. It's an easy drive. You just 6 hours past the border. You're at the best fishing, in my opinion, one of the best fishing in the world. Like pretty untouched. There's not many places that are so remote and untouched.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude. I'm just gonna come over here to my wall, grab one of these rods, maybe grab 2 of them, and we'll be going.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, he has a specific rod just for cabria. What you call it, Luke?
The cabria killer. That's up here.
The cabria killer.
That's up there.
It's fire. I want to feel that.
We got the cabria killer. We got the conquistador. Got a couple rods from Mexico just ready.
Sick.
Now I gotta go.
So we really kind of geared off of this, but I think this is the right thing to ask. So what's the whole, like, how did you start paddleboarding? I'm not saying how'd you start fishing, but like, how did you start paddleboarding? Like what? You were like, one day you woke up and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go fish calicos with on my paddleboard.
Nah, it was like I started when I was like 16, and I would go out just on a surfboard for years. Like how it started was I would just go down to the beach with my boys, and we would bring surfboards and fishing rods. We'd be surfing mostly, and I would go and catch croaker off the beach, But I like throwing swim baits for the croaker, and they like like a 1/16 or a 1/8 ounce jig head with like a 2-inch swim bait. So back then it was like I only had like a couple rods, I had like a 7-foot medium with like 20 or 30 pound braid, so I couldn't chuck the little light lure. So I was like, screw it, dude, I'm just gonna go out just past the waves and cast my light lure, 10 feet. And I was just roping the croakers every cast in the summer. So then I was just started taking the boards everywhere. It was mostly port missions, just sending it to Long Beach, go catch sand bass and spotties.
Yeah.
And I was doing that for years. And then kind of just like the past year, I've been ripping PV and Malibu. Like I found some boys. At first I was like, dude, I don't want to go out there alone.
Yeah.
So I got some boys that went with me, and after I got out there, like now I'm comfortable. Like I go out there alone all the time.
Have you been in like some sketchy situations?
Kind of like mostly just like wind. Like I've had my board pop, and it's
I
like,
saw that. You had a
not
calico
fully
hit it or
pop,
something.
yeah. You'll get little
Dude.
yeah. So it's like you'll get little holes in the paddleboard because I'm using an inflatable board.
Yeah.
The other ones are heavy, like PV. It's all hikes. Like you gotta like hike down a cliff.
Yeah.
But inflatables, they're light. So I'll just like
Coming in clutch.
throw it over my head. Sometimes I'll just throw it down the cliff, like roll it down the cliff and then go grab it, But yeah, I popped a bunch of boards. It's always just like little pinholes from the calicos, like gill plate spike.
Dude, that's always the one that gets me is their gill plate spike.
Yeah.
That's the hardcore ones.
You got to get in, and your board will start tacoing. And
dude, so like, how often are you like cleaning your reels or like servicing your reels?
Like all my reels get smoked in 4 to 6 months, all of them, and I'm on it. Like I have a rinse kit. So
yeah.
Every time I get up off the water, I just spray it down, and it still gets smoked.
Dude, I've stopped washing mine because it doesn't matter. I'm using them so much that whether I wash it or not, the turner it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
And brand does it's people like, oh well, you can get the such and such, and it's bulletproof. Nope, 4 months tops.
Yeah, I met Real Tweaks for the first time last week, and big shout outs to him, man. He's servicing one of my reels.
Trevor's the
he
man.
was telling me, huh?
They said Trevor's the man.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout outs to him. If you guys have reels you need service, hit him up on Instagram, send him a DM. He responds right away. So make sure you guys, if you guys good turnaround too, right, Luke?
I think so.
So
the other day he's like, he's pretty booked, but he still said 2 weeks, which is not terrible at all. But
dude, not at all.
He was like 3 days. So no, he's nice with it. Fast. Yeah,
so he was telling me about the reel because at first when I talked to him, he was telling me it's probably your drain system that's messed up. But he was explaining to me like in the salt, man, it's always gonna seep through like where your spool is, even if you rinse it, like it's still gonna get in there.
I feel like when I rinse it, I'm pushing it in deeper.
Push it in deeper.
That's maybe. What it come to.
So about that, Luke, you absolutely are, and that's why most companies say that you're not supposed to actually spray water on them, like not high pressure. You're actually supposed to spritz them with like a spray bottle, and then that's how you will rinse your reels.
Yeah, and then you're only really cleaning the outside at that point, which the outside's not what breaks on my reels.
Yeah. Well, if you're not out there, if you're on the chat and you're not out there fishing like Luke does or Ethan, Go service your reels. Rinse your reels. Rinse your reels. Rinse your reels. You know, it's good to have a nice clean reel. You know.
Or you could start fishing like me and Ethan.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So you start hitting PV, catching calicos, big calicos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're out there paddling around. Have you seen some sharks?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
So there goes float tubing and PV.
Yeah. No,
That's like the worst thing you could do.
So you see some big sharks?
Yeah.
Dude,
I've seen them all. Great white.
that's gnarly.
A lot of 7 gills, a lot of soup fin. I've seen a couple threshers.
Have any of them hassled you, or they just kind of passed by?
Dude, whenever I pulled right up on a great white one time, and it just darted the other way. And they just get spooked.
How big was it?
It was like a baby, like 6 feet.
Oh,
little one. Yeah.
Oh, 6 feet.
All right.
Right.
The seals are a pain. Sometimes, like, they're really cute.
They'll dog you. They'll
pop their head up and come right up next to you and start barking at you and all kinds of stuff.
You ever had one jump on your board?
No,
when I was younger, I had a seal jump on my surfboard.
Really?
Was it a baby?
It made me laugh. Sorry, I'm gonna kind of
no, but it was a smaller one with the spots on it.
Oh yeah, those ones are nice. It's the big brown ones that are mean.
Yeah. Well, so this one had jumped on my board, and it was cool at first, but then I was like, all right, I want to go back to surfing, and I tried to shake it off, and it got real aggressive with me. And so when the next set came, I pushed it into a wave, wiped it out, and swam in. And the lifeguard came up, and I thought he was going to tell me, like, hey, what are you doing messing with that seal? And he was like, oh, you handled that really well. The red tide are making him a little sick and aggressive right now. The same thing happened yesterday, and the dude had to go get 66 stitches.
It bit him?
It attacked him.
Oh, shoot.
Like it wanted to fight him over the board.
When all the seals were getting sick, I would see them on the beach, and then I'd hear, like, my homie's a lifeguard, and he said that the seal, like, attacks somebody on the beach. They're getting sick, and they get aggressive.
Yeah. They just don't feel good, and they're like, screw you.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy, man. Yep, no more float. We had a little thing that we were talking about, go float tubing and PV to film, but nope.
I was never into it
at all. I wouldn't do that.
Dude, you were the one with the idea.
No, not PV.
What did you say? Where did you say?
Charlie, he had
the wall
idea for me and you to go.
Yeah,
that's why
guys.
He would be on the boat to film. He's like, yeah, you two go hang out and float tube PV. Absolutely.
No, but where did you want to go? To the wall?
I would never have an idea like that. With my captain's insurance, I can't put people on and off the boat like that. That would be illegal.
I want to go to the wall. I want to
disclaimer
to the wall. But I know
disclaimer,
Luke to the wall too. So it's terrifying.
Luke won't take you to the wall to float tube. Anyways,
no, I will not.
Nah, yeah, that's always we were Ethan, we were fishing PV, not PV, we were fishing San Pedro once, and we had a seal, like, dude, it was on us. Like every fish we were hooking up, it was trying to take it. Remember, Luke?
Yeah, it got one of yours.
They got one of mine, dude. I thought my rod was gonna break. It like straight took me under the boat, and I'm like, oh, it's a big one. And then Shannon goes, no, that's a seal.
He goes, no, is it a big one, or is it a seal that's eaten our last 4 fish?
It's a seal.
Dude, we were taking the fish and like throwing them as far as we could.
So the seal doesn't get them?
Yeah.
Dude, as far as we could to the wall. Has the water been clear? Is the water still clear? Have you guys noticed the water being clear?
Oh, at PV, it was clear like a month ago. I haven't been out too much. It was like crazy clear there, like 30 feet of viz.
I would say like a month ago, the waters were really clear in Long Beach.
Like super clear.
Yeah. That was dope. But actually, no, after the rain, it got horribly brown. Like I was at Marina Del Rey, and it was like,
oh yeah,
nothing.
I was at Marina Del Rey in the morning on Sunday, and it was a nice color. It wasn't like super brown, right?
Yeah.
But it was good enough to where it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I canceled my charters last week. I was like, guys, we're just gonna be fishing in mud.
Yeah. Dude, last week I was getting bit on the docks in the chocolate milk water on the full moon. I was roping the sand bass.
Dude, there's been a lot of sand bass.
Yeah, a lot of sand bass. It was crazy. It was honestly like one of the best sand bass days I've had. Like, I made the same cast like 8 or 9 times. Got bit every time.
They're just there.
Yeah, they were like holed up like together. You know, usually you got to make a cast, you got to walk a bit and take another cast. It was the same cast over and over and over again. And good size ones are all like, 14 inches around.
So, dude, let's get into it, man. Tell us, like, just walk us through the story of that big catch. Which, by the way, you guys will be able to watch on YouTube.
He can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. We were just like start out the morning. We're cabria fishing, and cabria fishing, from what we've found out, it's like it's the best at a low tide. Want to go like dead low tide.
And
we went in the morning. We all caught like a 10-pounder. It was a pretty good morning. And like I pulled up a little late, but all the boys were catching them on top water, everything. Like they were catching a bunch of good ones. We all got broken off. Literally every single one of us got broken off. Like I had one cabria cast because you want to parallel the bank. I got bit at the end of my cast. I swear the cabria just ran into the wall, and I went over to it on my paddleboard, and it was in the wall. And I stick my rod tip to try to get it out of the hole. I never even hit my knot. So it was, and you fish long leaders, like 8-foot leaders. So the fish was like 8 feet into the wall.
Oh, really?
Crazy. And then I'm sitting there, and my reel's like almost in the water. My whole 8-foot rod is in this hole. And then it starts ripping more drag. It's just going further into the wall.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah, and then you got no choice. You just have to break them off. Like,
so there's big holes in that wall.
Dude, yeah, just giant caves. They hit it and they go as fast as they can, grab it and just go right for the caves. They're super hard fish to land. But
so are you pinned? Is your drag pinned?
Yeah, as locked down as you can get it, and they're still ripping it off.
But he's on the paddleboard too. So
no, I know that's
yeah.
If you're what I was telling him.
Yeah.
I was telling him earlier. I was like, dude, the leverage, right? Like,
yeah.
You got
insane. Ones, you got to be ready. You have to go. You have to set up and get off. Like you can't be on top of your board. Your feet need to be in the water, off to the side, and you just brace yourself. When you get bit, you just gotta like kick like this. And yeah, a lot of times I don't actually do that because it's like I want to just burn the bank fast. I don't want to. So like when I set up, I'll land the big ones, but when I don't set up, you're just getting dragged right into the rocks. But yeah, fished cabria all morning. We all caught some. We all got dogged like multiple times. And then we were just chilling. Decided to go. We paddled like to the main point, and we were just jigging and I think around 80 feet.
Yeah.
And our buddy has a kayak with a fish finder, so he was like marking snappers and stuff. Like we got there usually when you're jigging, like
so using like flat falls and stuff, pencil jigs.
Yeah, little flat falls. I actually got bit on a Temu jig, like 100 Temu jig.
Hey, they work.
That down, and I got bit, and it was I fought it for 30 minutes. So the first 20 minutes, it was just like slowly cruising. Like it had full, like I had no control over the fish. Like it was just cruising on the bottom. I couldn't get him a foot up. I was just like,
you didn't even care that you were there.
Yeah. But he was slowly cruising. It's not like the cabria, like the rip drag, like it's not like a yellowtail where it'll just like burn your spool. Like,
yeah,
it was just super slowly peeling drag, just doing whatever it wanted. And then after like 20 minutes, it found a rock, and it was just posted up in that rock for like 10 minutes. And I was like telling my boys, I'm like, dude, like I'm about to just pull as hard as I can and like either break off or pull them off. All right.
Yeah.
We're giving them slack. We're doing everything. Like it got to the point where I was like, all right, like it's over. And then gave it some more slack, started reeling, and it just swam out. And then after that, I was like, all right, no more. Like I'm going as hard as I can on this fish. I just dogged him. He came floating up with his air bladder out of its mouth. And we just grabbed it, dude. It was crazy.
That's crazy. I
What
didn't realize that
leader?
the air bladder would.
Go ahead, Luke.
I didn't realize the air bladder would come out in 80 feet.
I know. Dude, that's all the fish. For some reason, all the fish down there, even 60 feet, their air bladders come out. It's kind of weird.
Really?
Floating up like dead. Yeah. So took them
So
over.
do you guys use it? Do you use it as cinder?
No, we ate them.
Oh, you ate the big one?
Yeah.
Nice.
He said,
That was-
yeah.
I was waiting to ask that question. How
Well, I
many
was
are
gonna say you guys are there on the beach. I'm sure you got stoves and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, no, we
Dude.
didn't all of it, dude.
Probably the best fish
I
fry.
still got 50 pounds of meat.
How
But-
big? How heavy was it? Do you think?
We don't know. I mean,
Like
At least
just
100.
guesstimate.
no, I don't think 100. I'm gonna
You don't
guess.
think 100?
No, those are some good pictures.
Well, dude, I was looking at the pictures and I was like, Ethan's so strong, it's probably like 150. That wouldn't be a problem for him to lift.
Nah, dude. It was probably 80 pounds.
That's still a big fish, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still a big fish. So what leader? What's your like leader and line?
It was 80-pound braid to 80-pound leader.
So you're going 80-80.
Yep. Which is light for those. Most people, if they're going for gulfies, it's 250
Big 200, yeah.
Yeah, and they're dropping a whole 5-pound bonita or a spotty or something. Like big baits.
Dude.
They're not usually catching them jigging. I mean, my jig was this big. I just got lucky. I don't know what he's doing chasing a little bait this big. I could have stuck my whole head in his mouth. But he just
That's gnarly.
Dude, what did it taste like?
Tasted good. Well,
Did it
actually,
taste like calico?
no. We ate the cheeks and the collar there,
Uh-huh.
and then everything else, but except
Dude, how big were those cheeks? Like,
it was so nice. It was like this big. Like
yeah.
full, we each got a taco out of it.
Luke's a cheek type of guy, huh, Luke?
Well, I said when I get a big tuna, I'll bring the head home.
Yeah, we brought the head home, and
Yeah.
my buddy's gonna get it all like I don't
Like
know,
cleaned up and stuff?
cleaned up. Like I want the skull,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be sick.
Trophy,
That's gonna be sick, man.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good. We were low key, like we didn't even have really any seasoning or anything.
Yeah.
We came there like, so we're always actually most of the time the boys come prepared, but this time when the homies that are good at camping they left halfway through the trip, and me and my boys were there with like nothing, dude. Like we had no food, no water, like
Not even salt and pepper.
Not even salt and pepper.
Nothing, dude. We just threw the whole collar on the wood, and we were just
Nice.
eating it. But it tasted good, dude.
Did you guys keep the belly?
Yeah, we ate. Dude, our
I
buddy,
wonder how that belly is.
Yeah, our buddy works on the condor. He fillets fish all the time. Dude, he chopped that thing up so good.
Yeah, he knows the drill.
Yeah, dude. If that was me, I would have been struggling.
I cut fish up so rarely that I'm like,
Yeah, dude. Oh, it would have.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a big fish though, man. Those big old fillets.
Yeah, he got a nice knife, a sharpener, and like an axe, dude. He was just axing at it.
Dude, the axe.
Yeah, dude.
Just chopping trees.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, dude, it's cool because like, paddleboard is not expensive, but it's not cheap either,
Yeah.
And it's very like easy to access, right? Like water, if you're willing to do that style of fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Kayaks can get expensive, man.
And they're hard to pull down trails.
Yep.
Yeah.
So paddleboarding.
Paddleboard is just a Temu paddleboard. It's like $150, and it's like it's light and kind of. I like my paddleboards for PV to be light and narrow. You know, I don't want the big, heavy, super
the bulky ones. I would think the bulkier the better.
It's if you're in the harbor and you don't have to launch. If you're not launching off some gnarly rocks or into waves,
Yeah.
then, you know, then it's nice to have. Like then I would like to fish kayak, you know, or fish something like that if it's an easy launch. But when it's a hard launch, you want a light paddleboard, like narrow, kind of small. Like if I have like an 11-footer, it's a pain to take it down the cliff, but like a 10-footer.
Yeah.
The Temu one, money.
I was telling Charlie for a while. I was like, dude, you got to get a paddleboard.
Dude, he told me like at the beginning of last year.
He was like,
dude, get a paddleboard.
Yeah.
Start filming on a paddleboard. And then we saw you paddleboarding.
Yeah, like
and
6
then
months
somebody
later,
else.
he's like, someone's doing it, dude, and he's killing it.
Yeah. Yeah,
for sure.
Port, man, at the port you can get to some pretty juicy dock, like go under the industrial docks. Like for years I was just doing that on the paddle.
Yeah.
So you just started recording then?
Yeah, dude, I started recording like 6 months ago. And then,
but you've been doing it for a while already.
Yeah, dude. I never posted fishing stuff I never posted anything, like pretty much my whole life. Wasn't really on social media.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, dude. I didn't really realize like how big like the fishing community was. I didn't even know really that forever. Like,
did you realize that more when you started working in a tackle shop?
Dude, I've been working at that tackle shop since I was like 17.
Oh, that's not true. I'd never seen you there before.
Yeah, dude. I work in the summers.
He's joking. Are you joking?
I don't know. I think I saw you.
No, I'm talking to Luke. Like, are you joking, Luke?
I think I would see him like once in a while, but usually, what was the other guy that worked there? Was his name Joseph?
David.
Yeah, I would see David all the time. I think I'd see you like you were probably coming in after school or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think I'd see you and be like, "Yo, where's David?"
Yeah, dude.
You didn't even know he was already running the shop before David. No, but that is cool, man. So let's talk about that white sea bass that you caught at wherever you caught it. I'm not saying where you caught it, but
yeah,
dude, that was like when I saw with the grouper spot.
Yeah, no, he caught in the secret spot. He was at
in the secret
spots. Can't be blurring those out, but
Gate 8.
Yeah.
Pier J. No, but yeah, man, talk about that. Like, what were you throwing, and did you see it? Were you expecting it? Like, how was it?
Dude, I saw the whole thing. Like, I throw in the tube. That's like pretty much all I throw there. For white sea bass, I think the tube has like, I mean, obviously live bait would be better, but like besides, I mean, I know a fluke and some other stuff could work, but I just use the tubes. Yeah, like 5/8 ounce hook bait, and I was out there, and it was like middle of summer. There's a bunch of baby white sea bass around, and I dropped my tube. What I do is I just pull right up onto a little hole in the kelp. Like sometimes I'll like even make a little hole, drop my tube straight down, and just pop it. Sometimes for a long time. The sea bass, yeah, the sea bass they'll sometimes like you got to jig it sometimes for like a minute, because they'll swim around it and look at it. You'll be watching them, and they're lazy.
Oh, you can see them.
Yeah. I'm just looking at them.
Dude.
Yeah, and they're lazy, dude. They'll just be staring at it, just swimming around it and stuff. But I'm sitting there, I'm jigging it. I have like maybe this much line out, like no line. There's a bunch of baby white sea bass like going after it like crazy, and I keep biting. I keep missing the hookup. I'm like, damn, dude. And I was like stoked on the little ones. You know, I wanted to catch a little white sea bass, and And then out of nowhere, dude, I just see like giant, the big one just come out and grab it with this much line out. I grabbed it, ran under the kelp. Like it was in the middle of summer, so the kelp's thick. It was like it ran under like a patch of just dry kelp. Like there were like flies all over it and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
straight dry. And it just ran under it, and then it jumped like 2 feet out of the water. It was sick. It looked like a tarpon. Like it was so sick.
Yeah.
And then I just like right away I had to just dive under because I had a 150 with a 65-pound braid, so I have like no line. You know, it's
Damn.
So, and my line was just kelp was all over and stuff. So I jump in and I just like put my thumb on the spool and I'm just kind of like swimming and it's kind of dragging me through the kelp. You know? And then,
dude, this whole time I thought you were on their board.
Nah, dude, I didn't get the whole.
You didn't see the video?
Right.
Yeah, but it's not him diving in the water and
no, but
swimming.
Like it's like when he comes right out of the water.
Yeah, I come out of the
like
water.
He's all wet.
Yeah, I was soaking wet. My buddy's like, "Are you filming?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm not."
That usually happens when you catch a nice fish.
Dude, same thing with the grouper. I mean, fuck.
Dude, I think that's happened to Luke on most of his big fish, huh? Dude, yeah, I don't have not one hookup of my nice fish. Like,
yeah.
It's either the camera doesn't work or you forget to push record.
I got the hookup on your 8-pounder. It's on the PCS video.
It is. Oh,
so I don't think I ever told you this. It's funny because I always mean to tell you this, and I forget.
He's a big fan of yours.
No, I was. We were on a trip, and there's this Inner Harbor kelp patch I know of, little kelp forest in the Inner Harbor,
Yep.
And so we're drifting that fishing, and it's pretty cool. Like we're drifting it, and we're getting some chunky calico on it, and one of the guys on the boat goes, "This is so cool. I feel like bum fishing right now." And
I remember you telling us that.
I was like, dude, Ethan's gonna get stoked on that, and I always forget to tell you.
Yeah, that's fire, dude. It's funny.
Dude, you could have been if you would have been posting earlier, man, you would have been.
Yeah.
You probably have some gnarly stuff that happened and you caught, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, a couple good fish before, no phones. I literally got a paddleboard a month before. I was always on a surfboard. I would never bring a phone out, nothing. Got there. I would just catch nothing like the white sea bass. I haven't caught nothing like that. I've seen them a couple times. Yeah, I just got lucky. 2 weeks after I started filming, I catch fish in my life. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
Got blessed. But yeah, back to
we lost Daniel.
Yeah, we lost Daniel.
He'll be back. Yeah. He's just answering a phone call, probably.
Yeah, man, that was like when I saw that, I was like, dude, Ethan's killing it out there on the paddleboard, man. You know, and you don't see it. You didn't see it. I think now you know who Jack Screw? Jack, I think that's his Instagram name.
Oh, Jackie's crew.
Jackie Screw, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a homie. I went fishing with him.
Dude, also too, like killing it on the paddleboard, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the paddleboard's the way to go, man.
Now I see that now.
Come on, Charlie.
I should have been on a paddleboard a long time ago.
Yeah.
What's up, Jarrett? Yeah, it seems fun too. I got a float tube that I haven't been on. I was supposed to go float tubing with Daniel, but he never wants to go.
It's not that I never want to go.
Turn your phone.
Charlie. I don't have the
Turn your
time
phone.
to.
Turn your phone.
I know.
So you guys got to hook up and do a marina paddleboard float tube session.
Yeah. Dude,
that'd be cool.
Pull up, man. I'll be fishing Marina Del Rey like a couple times a week. It's my spot.
You just short pound it or you hit it on the paddleboard?
I do both, but usually that's kind of my short pound. Like it's kind of close to my house.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my short pound. Like I just go there, mess around for an hour.
Get out.
Yeah.
That's kind of how me and Charlie do it too over there.
Yeah.
It's just go for an hour or two and then bounce home. Go have some breakfast.
Yeah.
Go get some Jack in the Box.
Go get some Jack in the Box. So what do you like fishing? Like what are your go-tos? What baits do you like to throw?
Yeah, you be seeing in the videos mostly just the tube.
Are you throwing the tube in Mexico?
No, but just on this recent trip, we kind of figured out something about the cabria and the gulfies is that they actually do eat soft baits. We would never throw soft baits. The homie was like, when we first came, they were like, dude, we never get bit on soft baits, just bring jerk baits. Maybe like a stick bait, top water, Colt snipers, stuff like that. But I linked up with a new homie this week, and he goes to the Sonora side. So he goes to the other side of Baja, or the other side of the Sea of Cortez.
Yeah.
And he be roping the gulfies on, and the black sea bass, big black sea bass on like a 4-ounce lead head. But you can go lighter, of course, if you're in shallower water. But he's fishing like 200 feet.
Yeah.
8, 10-inch swim baits, big lead heads, and he's catching, big grouper, Gulf grouper, cabria, all of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then
Well, you guys were gonna throw plastics you guys were gonna throw plastics too, right, Luke?
That was our plan. Throw plastics at cabria.
Yeah, it does work.
I got a lot of plastic set up for cabria.
Yeah, I think the jerk bait's the best way to go, for sure.
Dude, that must be insane. So, like, you're on your paddleboard.
Some stuff that hasn't been tried yet.
Yeah, my favorite.
You're on your paddleboard and you cast, and I'm pretty sure you're ripping your bait, right?
Yeah, you go full burn. They want it as fast as you can possibly go. Like, as long as your bait swims, they want it as fast as the bait can swim. And you want the heaviest line that you can get away with your bait still swimming, And there's certain baits that'll swim, at high speeds with heavy line, and there's some that won't. And even like within the same type of bait, there'll be like, I'll get one Yozuri hydro minnow that swims great. I just burn it and it works on 80 pound, and then I'll buy another one and it doesn't swim at all.
Mm.
You gotta find your baits and test them at high speeds with a heavy line. But I found out I like the hydro minnow. I like the Canada plus one. Been loving that one. It's like a mega bass, which is a JDM bait. Chewed on that thing. But
so are you switching out the hooks? Are you upgrading the hooks?
Yeah.
What are you upgrading them
to? BKK. Well, I was using ST56s, I think. It's like the 4X hooks.
Yeah.
Size
That's
1.
what I put on my tuna gear.
Yeah. But I think the BKKs, because I still bend those out. I bend the cabria.
The BKKs?
No, I bend out the
Oh, okay.
Bend out the 56s.
Yep, the heaviest one they got, they'll still destroy it. It's crazy.
What about the BKKs?
I just used them last time, no problems. And you can tell they're thicker and they're heavier.
They're solid, man.
Yeah,
those are solid hooks.
Different, so I think that those will hold up better. But dude, you get your big cabria, sometimes they'll chew through any hook. Like I had a homie, literally, the cabria hit it and bit his jerkbait in half. And the whole jerkbait is bit in half.
Dude.
Yeah, and if you don't get a wired through bait, they'll rip the back, the whole little wire off the back. It's pretty nutty.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Sick fish, dude. It's like that whole type of fishing, it's not about getting a bite. It's about landing the fish. Getting a bite.
Landing the fish. That's a good way to put it.
It's not like bass fishing where it's like you hook the fish and you're usually gonna land it,
What do you think my chances are on a fly rod?
impossible, dude, to be honest. I don't think it's
Dude,
possible.
I'll send you some pictures.
He said impossible, dude.
Anything above
Yeah,
3
I got a fly rod here for cabria.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to be on a boat, on something sturdy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can just promise you that I won't be going on a paddleboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be gnarly. Like I could still not imagine like catching a big calico on a fly rod, like a giant, right? Like a 9 or.
Dudes catch marlin on them.
I know. I'm saying I can't, man. You know.
Yeah.
So Salty Bastards, cool that Jeff brought it up. They're gonna be doing I think their last meetup is gonna be in Baja. So
Oh, really? That's cool.
yeah, so he's planning. They're planning something big. They had their first outing on the 8th.
Are you
February.
going to that, Ethan?
I'm there, dude. I haven't heard about it, but I'm down.
Yeah, dude. He's so it should be cool, man. He's
Yeah,
he had his first meetup.
Anybody who wants to do kayak fishing and is maybe nervous or apprehensive, dude, the Salty Bastards meetups are the way to go. You get out there to get on the water with some guys that have experience and aren't afraid to share some knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fun, dude. I was about to pull up the one on the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a solid, dude. It was a lot of people there, man.
Yeah.
Jeff, how many people showed up?
In the cold, there's still got a lot of people. I remember that night was cold, dude. But
for which one?
On the 8th.
Oh yeah, no, I'm telling you, there was a lot of people, man. There was
out there on the.
There was a lot of people that showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's sick.
Paddle boards, all kind of boards. I mean, not paddle boards. I mean kayaks. Paddle kayaks.
People.
Dude, that's a sick turnout. Can you imagine?
32 kayaks, just plastic army, just mobbing out there.
Wait, how many people were there?
32.
Oh, really? That's nutty.
Dude, that's a
awesome.
solid turnout.
Yeah, next time I'm there. That sounds fun. I'll be out
Yeah,
there.
If any of you guys haven't met Jeff from Salty Bastards, really cool dude. You can see him at PCS. You can see him at Tackle Meets usually. And yeah, I think the meetups are becoming more official, but he's always had kind of unofficial meetups. And it's always been that thing like, dude, if you want to get into kayaking, get a hold of Jeff.
Yeah, man. You know their motto. Fish. What is it? What is it called? What is the?
No excuses.
No, the other one he says. Community over competition.
He
so
said
it's all
I
about.
I thought that was your motto, Charlie.
It's not. It is. I'm not. What you trying to tell me? What? How is it me?
I don't know. I thought that's what you always say.
Community over competition. But yeah, man, good turnout, Jeff. Congrats on that, and more to come. But yeah, their last one is in Baja.
That's sick.
So that's gonna be pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's dope.
Be mobbing out there,
dude. Charlie's gonna bring his float tube out for that one.
Can you imagine, dude? How gnarly would that be?
You're gonna get eaten.
You couldn't you? There's sharks there.
Yeah, there's sharks. We actually, this trip, we caught a black tip. That's on the video, but
there's like, there's sharks.
Gill net. Well, we rolled up on this gill net, and there was a baby black tip just stuck in it. We grabbed it and let it go.
That's cool.
Yeah, I saw a big mako there one time, but I saw it out at the Golden Reef, which is like, it was when I went out on the Ponga, and it's like 30
What's
miles
up, Tom?
But we saw a big mako.
How did you like fishing out of the Ponga there?
Cabria fishing on it is a little tough. It's fast. You know, they're burning the bank fast.
Uh-huh.
So it's like you get one cast and it's like you mess up the cast at this one spot like that. Because you can tell, you know, like you see the right rocks, you can tell where you're going to get bit. And if you mess up the cast, no second chance. You're just burning the bank.
Yeah, because they're on the motor. It's not like they're on a trolling motor.
Yep, exactly. So
you kind of slow down your fishing when you're on the paddleboard, huh?
Yep, exactly. It is good for cabria in that sense. I mean, if you had a trolling motor and a bass boat for cabria, man, you would destroy them. But the nice part about the paddleboard is you can take your time. You can pick apart a spot and take every cast, you know. But on the Ponga, we caught my buddy caught 2 10+ pounders. I was still kind of just figuring it out, and I really thought that the smaller bait would catch more fish and catch some bigger ones. I figured out after that trip, my buddy was throwing a 190.
Yeah.
I was throwing a 130, and it's there. It's like I've seen it happen now multiple times where the bigger jerk bait catches the bigger fish. So now
well, the big one doesn't want to expend the energy on a little fish.
Yep. So now I'm there and I'm throwing 150s minimum. 170s like standard.
So you just got a full tackle box of jerk baits.
Not anymore, dude. They're all
all broken.
Yeah. Now, there's some locations that it's the bigger fish will chase the smaller fish, to where it's like they'll watch the smaller fish just hit the bait and they won't connect, and then the bigger fish will kind of come in, or do the big fish just bully everybody else and you're just like, that's mine?
Well, no. The thing about the spot that we go to is it's like we think it's a nursery for bait fish or for some kind of bait fish, because all the bait in there, like 1/4 inch bait. And we'll see the cabria like sunrise and sunset, they'll blow up.
Blow up on them?
It's like cabria boils. It's dope. And you'll see it's a bunch of small ones jumping, like 1 pound cabria. So they're still getting, and you catch a bunch of small ones too. Like it's not all giant ones. You'll catch some 2 pounders pretty even on the big bait. But I think it's just, I don't know, like burning the jerk bait, like it doesn't even seem like a real fish. It's just loud, flashy, and fast, and they just go after it. Like it's not really like, because it's not what they see in that bait. They're seeing small bait everywhere, like tiny bait, but then you throw the big one and they go crazy for it. So
have you ever thrown a popper for them? I mean, if you're looking for loud and just
it would
obnoxious.
We figured out this trip. Our buddy was throwing spooks and some cool like stick bait kind of things that are kind of like that come out of the water. And he was getting blown up on. But another thing is that they miss the top water.
Gotcha.
They'll go right for the trail. They'll blow up.
Gotcha.
They'll jump 2 feet out of the water, a foot behind the lure. The hookup is bad on the top water.
Have you done surface irons?
No, but it would work too, probably. I think, but it's not as loud. I think the jerk bait is the best bait for the shallow water cabria.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, our buddy he probably got some of the cool. On our last trip, we got out there early, and we were throwing top water for him, and my buddy got so many blow-ups, and he only caught a couple of them. He got them all on film, and it was probably like some of the
insanity
ever. Like,
boom.
I haven't seen many videos online of like cabria on real legit top waters where they're shooting out of the water like 3 feet.
Hit up Grant, Jeff. Tell him you need a harbor master. Hey, Luke, aren't you making the?
That's what I'm.
There you go,
right
Jeff.
Here, the harbor master H's.
There you go, Jeff. Bait slingers out in Baja.
Bait slingers.
Pre-orders are being taken right now, guys. So make sure you guys hit up Luke.
Yeah, DM me for pre-orders. I got 4 of these heavy sticks I'm making right now.
Yeah, dude.
There you go.
Bit. Repping.
There you go.
Dude, the design's so dope on the back.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to. You know what? I'm going to show you guys this right now. I'll be right back. Show you what's coming out next week.
Woo! So When's the next trip to Baja? You said it's coming up.
Yeah, dude, on Thursday.
So Thursday you leave and you'll come back when?
Monday.
Monday?
Yeah. I don't usually take my van down there. It's not 4-wheel drive and it's a little bit sketchy. I mean, I think I'm gonna send it in the van soon, but most of the time I get home is to drive me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of my boys he got like a decked out Baja mobile, something I don't even really know, but he got a cool 4-wheel drive car. He's gonna take me down to Bay of LA this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Dude, that's gonna be sick, man.
stoked.
So are you running the GoPro the whole time, or are you just
And the 360 camera.
360?
I have the 360 set up behind me.
Dude, that video you posted when you're in the bank, like near the bank, when you hook up, dude, that was sick.
Yeah, that's what it's like there. It's like crankbait fishing for bass. You want to just parallel the bank and just burn it.
Yeah.
Daniel loved that place. Huh.
All right.
We're setting it up. We're going. Just Luke's probably gonna flake out, but we're gonna get dates around him.
All right. You ready, Charlie? This is next week's design.
Let me see. She born to fight. And Spotties are born to fight. That looks sick, dude. That looks sick.
Yeah, so we'll have those. Those should be coming out next week sometime.
Daniel doesn't kayak fish. He doesn't kayak fish anymore. He's a float tuber.
I don't think Daniel has a kayak.
I kayak more than you guys. I've kayaked more in the last 3 years than both of you combined.
Well, I don't have
more than both of you combined.
No, I float tube more than you.
If you wish. You
but, I haven't had a
donuts in the pool.
Just so everyone knows, I haven't had a kayak for a couple years. I don't have access for a kayak at my house.
I fish more than both of you. It's just how it is.
Unfortunately, with the boat in the driveway, I had to get rid of the kayak because I couldn't get it around the boat. I'm
actually going kayaking soon.
Unfortunately for me, it was the kayak in the driveway that I had to get rid of the boat for.
I'm actually going kayaking soon.
Daniel's kayak's too small for him. He got a teenager's kayak, and it doesn't
Dude,
work anymore.
Tell me why Daniel rides low and slow.
So Jeff.
Daniel's going to tell us the kayak was packed unevenly.
Well, that was that one time, yeah. Yeah, that time, yes, absolutely. But
all right, Ethan, let's talk.
We don't have time for this. We got 2 minutes left.
Let's talk PVs.
Kayak drama.
Obviously, you got your biggest Gulf grouper, right? Undisclosed, undeclared weight,
undetermined size.
You
said probably what's 80, not 100.
Yeah, I think.
What
it wasn't 100. I don't think.
What about a calico? What's your biggest calico on record?
None are on the record. I've never weighed any fish. Honestly, not that big, dude. I don't know. I haven't caught my big one yet. Around 6.
Dude, 6 pounds is more.
6 is a good calico.
It's a good fish, but I'm out there a lot. I
was gonna say, like, it took me a couple of years till I hit a 6.
Yeah,
that's a solid fish.
Yeah, I've seen big ones. I've seen giant calicos in PV before. But honestly, I don't know. It could have not even been 6 pounds, but I've caught some pretty big ones. Yeah, just no weight, nothing huge.
150-pound white sea bass.
100. Dude, that thing was huge.
Yeah.
And you can't say it was a nice picture because it was a video.
Yeah.
So, dude, that was a big fish, man.
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the. What do you think, Luke? You think it was 100?
No, I think it was like 60.
The white sea bass. I don't even think it was 60 pounds. I think it was
like 50,
55, probably in between 50 and 60.
That's still a big fish, man.
Yeah, dude.
I'll be stoked to catch a legal white sea bass.
Well, I was gonna say you caught those little white sea bass and lost your mind.
Imagine if I catch a big one. What about a sand bass? What about your sand bass?
He caught a little white sea bass, started crying. He was like, "It's so beautiful."
For real, dude. The white.
I hate when you do that.
The coolest fish in the ocean, dude. That's my favorite.
Dude,
fish.
it's a beautiful fish. Even at night, the like the colors, you know.
I love the white sea bass. It's like it's hard, elusive fish that get big.
It's the ghost of the sea, right? Isn't it called?
I've targeted them quite a few times, and I have not landed. I've been like 1 inch off from a legal fish a number of times. They're getting a legal white sea bass in and of itself is a feat.
Yeah, it's hard fish to target. You gotta be like, dude, most locked in white sea bass guys are some nutty dudes. They're super dialed on the tides and the current.
Yeah. Well, even like you said, when you caught your big one, you were trying to get those little ones, and you were just stoked for them.
Oh yeah, dude. To this, I mean, I'm stoked.
Like you weren't out there targeting the 50-pounder.
No,
you were targeting the little ones.
All, dude. Not at all. I was looking for some legals, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing that big. I mean, I was unprepared. 25-pound test in the
on a 150 reel.
On a 150, yeah. Just got lucky, dude.
Like
that's insane.
Just to think like a fish that big on that reel. On a reel that's like a portion of your hand.
Yeah.
That's a 150?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Bro, you make that look like 100. You make that look tiny.
You should see what I hold the hundo.
It's like, dude, I thought that was the one. I thought that was the hundo. Yeah, I can only imagine how the 100 looks on my hand. It's probably like a 150.
Looks like a 300 on your hand.
The 150 looks like a 300.
Thing is that it would have never gotten landed on a boat or like from shore on a 150. It's just,
well, it probably would have because you'd have dove in.
Yeah, that it was hard because of the kelp, but he said once he got out of the kelp, I was able to just stay right on top of him the whole time. You know.
Yeah, let him drag you around.
On a boat, he would have spooled you easy because you're not moving.
Yeah.
You would have had somebody on the motor like on it, you know, right, staying on top of him. It probably would have never. It would be hard to land fish that big on a 150, but on the board,
yeah.
I was thinking it is, or what I was telling you guys earlier, like the board is good for big fish on light tackle because it's not going to spool you because you're going to stay on top of it.
You're gonna stay on top of it. Yeah, that makes sense.
You can use smaller reels to less line. Like if you walk down the drag, you're just getting towed, you know. You're not stopping the fish and you just stay on top of it till it tires out.
Dude, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. So any shout outs you want to give out? Anybody you want
to dude, I don't know. Shout out Waterman's Collective, Time on the Water. Shout out to all my boys. I don't know, dude. That's it.
Well, man, keep doing what you're doing because you're killing it out there.
Thank you,
for
man.
sure. You know, and then hopefully, you know, you just keep getting bigger from here, man. And then all your dreams come true.
Yeah, I'm enjoying watching all your adventures, not only through YouTube, but through Instagram, too. It's cool to see the constant updates you don't see on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Super stoked.
Well, yeah, man, we're stoked for you. And thanks for hopping on again. Luke, any last announcements?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered everything, right?
Yep.
Matt says they love jointed baits too. I was gonna say I got a big old magic swimmer that I want to try to throw at him.
I want to read this chat. Is there a way that I can read the chat?
It's
before I go.
Well,
no.
I don't think there's anything you need to see before you go, but you don't get to see it on YouTube. It's the middle button on your side.
It says show chat, hide chat, and it's Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't say. It doesn't show you the chat.
Shoot. Wait, hold up. I wonder if any of my boys are in here saying some stupid shit.
Probably.
Everybody was pretty cool today.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's just
Nice. That's good.
Any tips? Any tips for targeting white sea bass? Let's do that's the last one.
Tips. Dude, just grinds.
Just find them. That's
find
that's
them.
just go find them. Just go find them.
Yeah, the tube. And go find them, dude. A lot of times you'll see them, they just won't bite, but you just gotta. Same thing with all fish. Just grind, dude. Stay consistent. And then I told you guys, I think the best bait is the tube for the white sea bass. Fluke could work, paddle tail could work, but on the board, tube.
All right, guys, go get some tubes. Go chase some white sea bass. Get yourself a paddleboard on Temu, and go catch some big fish.
Yeah,
Right?
I gotta apologize. The cord I've been using to charge my phone for the last 2 years is starting to not work. So my phone's been dying on and off, and I've been trying to work that. So I do apologize, Ethan, for my spottiness out here. But it's been a joy to have you on. I appreciate you jumping on with us and sharing your time.
Yeah, dude. Appreciate y'all.
I gotta get you some bait so you can catch another white sea bass and some cabria.
Yeah.
Some cabrillo.
Yeah, dude.
Some cabrillo.
White sea bass at cabrillo? Is that what you try to say? White sea bass at cabrillo?
Yes, sir.
Dude, they're there.
All right,
The
guys,
Mint
I gotta
Hub.
hop off.
All right, guys.
Everybody, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for hopping on. Guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Later, Ethan.
Hey, boys.